So children, the next we are going to discuss dot product of two vectors. It can also be called as multiplication of vectors, but actually this is a special kind of multiplication which involves some kind of rule. So actually the rule that is involved in this particular topic is number 1, dot product is always the scalar product. That means the answer that you are going to get when you multiply two vectors will be a scalar quantity. And number 2, how it is defined? It is defined as the dot product of A with B is the product of magnitudes of them and also the cos of angle between them. Suppose I have two vectors A and B. If I have to do the dot product of two vectors, then I must write a dot sign between them. Else you cannot write a dot sign, because if vectors are given the symbols of vectors and a dot is written in between them, then it has a default meaning. So you cannot give another meaning to this equation. So will be equal to magnitude of first, magnitude of second, and cos of angle between them. The angle is written as theta, where what is theta? Theta is the angle between vector A and vector B. And you also can write it to be directly AB cos theta, because in most of the cases we are not in a habit of writing the vectors with modulus. We just also can write it in this manner also. So now coming to the more detail of this topic, we can discuss this topic in case of some decided vectors. What are those? We know I cap, j cap and k cap are the three vectors which are written as the unit vectors. And unit vectors in what direction? Unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively. So I, j, k. So now if I need to do I dot I, then what will be my answer? Applying the rule says value magnitude of first 1, magnitude of second 1. I have to write a cross sign, that means simply multiplication. Then cos of angle between them, I is along x-axis, another I is along x-axis, so both are in the same direction, hence parallel. I can write cos 0, which will be equal to 1. Similar practice can be done with j dot j, which will be equal to 1 again in the same manner, because j and j are in same direction, so it is equal to 1. And similarly, if I do it for k dot k, answer again shall be equal to 1. That means I can write the dot product of two parallel vectors is always equal to 1. So by default you can learn this statement or learn this formula. Now coming to their mismatch, that is I dot j, j dot k, ya k dot I. In all these cases I can explain one case, because I know the answers of all these will be equal to same. I is magnitude 1, magnitude of j 1, cos of angle between them. I is x-axis, j is y-axis. X and y-axis are perpendicular to each other. That means this happens to be cos 90. And cos 90, guys, we all know it is equal to 0. So again, if two vectors are perpendicular, so also we can write dot product of two perpendicular vectors is 0 always. So you can use this formula wherever wanted. If two vectors are parallel, their dot product is definitely going to be equal to 0. So moving on to the other properties of the vectors, and before that, if any two vectors are given to you in the Cartesian system, as we have studied earlier, suppose A vector is equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap and minus 4k cap, say. And suppose B vector is equal to, this is I cap minus 2j cap, and it might be plus 3k cap. I have taken any random equations, so any kind of numericals you might encounter with, in that type of numerical you can get different statements also, but answer would be the same. So you need to do A dot B. So while doing A dot B, if I have to apply a simple mathematical rule, then it will be 2i cap multiplied by I minus 2j plus 3k. Similarly, plus 3j multiplied by any dot product with I minus 2j plus 3k. Similarly, going to the next, which is minus 4k dot I minus 2j plus 3k. This is the same thing that we always in practice of doing in maths. Simply in maths, if we have to multiply two equations, they are multiplied in the same manner. So now multiplying them, I get 2i dot I, 2 multiplied minus sign multiplied minus 4i dot j plus 3 into 2, 6 I dot k plus, now I am coming to the second bracket. Second bracket is 3 j dot I minus 6 j dot j plus 9 j dot k. You will be wondering why I am doing so much of the things when I know j dot k will be equal to 0, but I need to explain to you, that's why I am doing this. 4k dot I plus 8k dot j minus 12k dot k. Now children, solving this equation, we get 9 terms now. From these 9 terms, these terms are cancelling out. Why cancelling out? Because I dot j are perpendicular will be equal to 0, I dot k perpendicular 0, j dot k perpendicular 0, j dot k perpendicular 0, k dot I will be perpendicular and hence 0, and k dot j will be 0. So what are the terms that remains? 2i dot I. I'll be continuing with this. 2 into I dot I will be equal to 1. Now move on to the another. Minus 6. J dot j is also equal to 1. And the last one. Minus 12 into k dot k is also 1. Then I'll get the answer to be 2 minus 6 minus 12, which will be equal to minus 16. Minus minus plus, and then plus minus minus sign of the bigger term. So you will get minus 16 as the answer. So dear children, if you get this type of equation and if you have to find out their dot product or their scalar product, what are you going to do exactly? Just multiply them like this. Multiply the coefficient of I with I. Let's do this in the simple manner here. You can do this in simple manner in exam also. So 2i dot I 1 होता है, तो 2 into coefficient of I plus 3 into coefficient of j into coefficient of j plus coefficient of k into coefficient of k. Directly do this. You don't need to expand the terms like this. Just do this in a simple manner. So answer will be 2 minus 6 minus 12. Again the minus 16. So don't go with the long method. Rather do the short method. This is called the dot product in Cartesian system. And whenever you will get the numericals, you have to do the dot product by this manner only. And you can yourself see A was a vector, B was a vector. But that dot product, that means 16 minus 16 is not a vector quantity. Rather children, it's a number or it might be a scalar quantity. So you should remember this. Now in continuity, we'll be learning some of the properties of the dot product. I'll explain those properties in the next page. So what are the properties of the dot product? Now coming to the heading, it is called properties of dot product. So learning the properties of any new thing is always very important. So explaining property number 1. It says A dot B will be equal to B dot A. That means the law is commutative. Meaning the equations commute. How do they commute? Either you are doing A dot B or you are doing B dot A. Both will lead to the same result, the same answer. So dot product is a commutative law. Now coming to the second point, suppose I need to dot the two vectors which are same. So what will be the dot product? Magnitude of A, cos of angle between them. If both are the same vectors, that means they are the equal vectors. And from the definition of equal vectors, we all know that the vectors which are equal are also in the same direction. So using that thing, if they are in the same direction, putting a cos 0 sign here, cos 0 is 1, then it will be equal to a square. That means if you are writing the two vectors as dot products and those two are the equal vectors, then their answer will be a scalar quantity. That's why you people might remember that in triangle law or parallelogram law, a was a vector, but while writing a square, I didn't put a vector sign over a square, because simply you can say अगर दो vectors multiply होते हैं and those two vectors are same, their dot product will be equal to their square. या सिंपली ऐसा बोलूं कि किसी भी वेक्टर का स्क्वायर एक स्केलर क्वांटिटी होता है. सिंपली वी कैन से दिस ऑल्सो दैट द स्क्वायर ऑफ अ वेक्टर, द square meaning dot product. If we are doing the square by dot product, the square of a vector is a scalar quantity. Sorry, square of a vector is a scalar quantity. हाँ. So that's why आप उसके ऊपर से अपने आप एक वेक्टर का साइन रिमूव कर सकते हैं. Now coming to the third property, what will be the third one? That dot product is distributive. Like simple mathematical rules, if A dot B plus C is there, then A distributes to their addition. Then A dot B plus A dot C. So it is distributive, as we are in practice of doing this kind of thing in maths before. So here also A dot B plus C will be equal to A dot B plus A dot C. So this was another property of dot product. Further, many more properties can be explained, but fourth one, which is kind of important, if we are doing the dot product of a vector which is being multiplied by a scalar quantity, then either you can multiply B vector by a scalar quantity and then do the dot product with A, or you can do this thing also. Take out this lambda. Lambda is a scalar quantity here, common. Any scalar quantity which is to be multiplied, and first do A dot B and then multiply later on by the scalar quantity. That will also be perfect. That will also not create any kind of problem for us. So in continuity with it, we might go through some of the questions that you can do for better understanding of this topic. So some problems that we are to understand here. Number one, first problem we might take. Suppose they are saying P vector, which is 2i cap plus 4j cap minus k cap, and Q vector, which is xi cap minus j cap plus 2k cap. They are saying they are perpendicular to each other. What is the value of x? What is the value of x? So now do their dot product, because we know if two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product is 0. So you can use that property. If two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product is equal to 0. So do P dot Q. What will be? It will be equal to 0. P dot Q, 2i 4j minus k dot xi minus j plus 2k is equal to 0. Now how will you dot them? Because 9 terms are going in your way, because you know 6 terms are going to cancel because of ij, jk, ki and so on. So you will just multiply coefficient of I with I, j with j and k with k. I with I, 2x, j with j, minus 4, k with k, minus 2 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to minus plus minus 6 goes to that side plus 6. X is equal to 6 by 2. That means what is the value of x? X will lead to the value called 3. So this was a very simple problem, very important for the exams also. Now coming to the second problem, second question that might be in our way. Let me write the statement of that second question. Suppose they are saying the constant force is acting on an object, force value is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap Newton, is being acted upon to a body, and the body displaces by the amount which is called 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap, say. Then they are asking what will be the work done. So children, in the unit number 4 you are going to understand this also again, but the example of dot product is whenever you dot force with displacement you get the work done. That means work done is force dot displacement. So do their scalar product, find out their scalar product. 2 into 2 will be 4, 3 into 3 will be 9, 4 into 4 will be 16. Directly multiplying them we get 29. This is Newton, this is meter, so it will be equal to Newton meter. Newton meter further is equal to joule. So you can write the work done in this case is equal to 29 joule. Very important and very easy question again. Now coming to a question number 3 for the same formula. Question 3 states, if magnitudes of two vectors are, if magnitude of two vectors are 2 and 3 respectively, and magnitude of their dot product is 3 root 2, find the angle between them. Now solving this very easy question again, write down, suppose you need to find out a dot b, which will be equal to ab cos theta. Now you are given magnitude of their dot product. We know dot product is always scalar, so it is not the case चाहे आप उसको magnitude of dot product बुलाएं, चाहे आप उसको simple dot product बुलाएं, same बात है. तो it is given to be 3 root 2. a डॉट b की वैल्यू दी हुई है आपको 3 रूट 2. a डॉट b क्या, a और b भी हमने खुद सपोज किया है. वेक्टर्स का नेम यू कैन सपोज ऑन योर ओन व्हाट यू लाइक, बट आई हैव सपोज द वेक्टर्स टू बी a and b. नाउ व्हाट इज द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ फर्स्ट? इट इज 2. व्हाट इज द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ सेकंड? इट इज 3. cos of theta, because we don't know what is the angle, so I am writing it cos theta. Now solve this question. 3 root 2 by 3 into 2. 3 cancels with 3. Root 2 cancels with 2. I get root 1 by root 2 cos theta. And where the value of cos is equal to 1 by root 2? It is at when theta is equal to 45 degree. So what is the angle between those two vectors which are mentioned in the question? Angle between them is 45 degree, right? So we'll do further questions in our live class. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone.